So in last video, we discussed about the collection framework in Java. Now what we are going to do, we are just going to work with some model class concept and DB connectivity with collection. That how can you fetch the data with database, even in web project or console project, approach is same. So let me create a database first of all. See, because before proceeding forward, we must have database. So I'm going to create a database first of all. So we are just going to click on this button. This is like the database name will be one. Okay, now this schema is created. Now I'm going to create a table. See, just keep one thing in mind. If you are going to create a model class or database, so try to keep your fields same. Like whatever you are using in model class, go with the same name. Like for example, if my model class name is student, then the field which I'll have ID, name, address, and mobile. So these names should remain same in database and in your model. If there is a change, so we'll have some query that we can also find. Right. Now let me create a table. So I have a predefined idea that I'm going with student model. So my column name, first column name is ID. This should be primary key, not null and auto. Next is name, address, and then what is the last field? Mobile. Okay, so that we can change to integer, right? Or maybe integer will not work for us. So medium integer, right? Fine. Now we are going to create our project. Okay, I mean the class. See, project is already created. That is collection program. Now, first of all, see, let me create a model. So package name is com.test. Model. Their model class name is student. And model class does not have main type. All right. Now, field is integer ID, string name, string address, and long mobile. This is up to you. Whatever you want, you can go with that. Now we can generate the respective getter set. If you are talking about a model class, you can go with the getter set. Select all, just click on that and click on generate. So this is your model. Now we are going to create a collection to fetch some data from database. But one second. Let me store something inside this database first of all. Okay. So for example, ID is 1. Let me check. That is auto, right? Name is first user 1. Address is, for example, Delhi. Mobile number is 7777. Second ID I'm not going to enter. That is Mumbai 88888 like this. Third is user 3. Pune 999. Okay, let me click on apply, and finish. Now we have these 3 datas. Okay, there you can see 1 I entered, 2 and 3 entered automatically with the property of this SQL, that is auto. Now I want to fetch this. Right click. Let me create a class. Fetch data and fetch data. This is my choice. If I want to go with main, I can go with main. Otherwise, I can call it inside the third class. That can be a controller or anything based on your requirement. Public void fetch data. We are not going with any DAO related approach as of now that we can use. So to perform the database connectivity, let me initiate try block and simultaneously let me initiate catch block. In this, I can print the respective exception. So south E. Now the first syntax should be class dot for name. Second. And what is my database string? We are working with MySQL 8, so com.mysql .jdbc dot try. Second is connection interface equals to new known driver manager dot get connection. So what is my URL? Java database connectivity with MySQL. Let me optimize this. :/ localhost :3306. What is the name of my database? 111. All right. Now my system username is root and the password is again. Looks fine. Now let me go with the statement. See, most of the times people did mistake. They call java.beans. But we require this java.sql. Statement from java.sql equals to connection dot create set. Right. Now we want to fetch the data. So to fetch data, we require result set. Any reference variable equals to statement dot execute query. So what is my query? Either you can copy your query from this line. There. Select star from. But database we had already mentioned. So we can remove dot as well. And then semicolon. While set dot next. Let me print sys out. Hi, but hold on, guys. We have error in this one. Okay, initially let me go with name. Otherwise, I need to call this inside a main. See, we have an error. What is that error? That error is saying that you don't have the respective ZAR. Even I don't have that ZAR in my project structure. So I need to add it. How can I do this? Just right click, build a path, click on configure build. Then you can go to this library section. If anything shows as module path, so you can select that. So these options will get enabled. Let me click on add external ZAR. And that will redirect me to this location where my MySQL is. So I can select it, click on apply. Building path, setting up path, you can check. Now, let me run this. Okay, so I get hired 3 times. It means I have 3 data. Perfectly fine. This code is working. Now I require a collection. For example, I'm going with array list. And what is the type? See, there you need to define the type. That is of student. equals to new array list of student. Now I need to add all data step by step. So how can we do this in this collection interface? So see, we need to create object of student class. That is required. If you remember in my previous video, I had explained you that collection works with object only. Now we need to add, see the set data. Student dot set ID. If you want to fetch ID, you can fetch. I'm just going to show you the name and address only. Where is address? Address is set dot get string. So if you know the column name, that is perfectly fine. Otherwise, you can work with index only. See, the column name is name, address is address, but the index is 1, 2. For name, index is 2. For address, index is 3. So let me go with get string 2. So name set. Let me copy and sorry. Let me copy this complete line. Let me paste it there again, but not for set name. Now let me call set address. Control space and then 3. And see, that not works. Still, we need to add this inside our collection. So my collection is list dot add. So every time when data comes to the database, that will add it inside the collection. So how can we check it? Let me come outside this while. Inside this try, we can go with a for loop. Okay, the type is student. For example, S is the reference variable. Where is everything? Everything is inside this list. Right. Now let me print sys out s dot get. There I'm going to use getter. Get name, as well as let me print s dot get address. All right. Let me check. What should be the output in this case? See, we get the data from database. Now, see, what actually we did, we just defined a collection in this line. No size declaration, okay, nothing we required there. And after that, see, we created object inside this while loop because every time the object value get updated. If you are not going to, I mean, if object is not created inside that, then you will not get exact output. If you are not going to add this inside this while, again, you will not get the exact output. Because continuously it will going to add the data. For example, let me add a new data. For see, this is user 4. Location, for example, I'm going with Hyderabad. Okay, and this should be 888 is already the 6666. Apply, finish. What is my, I mean, where is my previous output? Let me check. Windows show view console. So there I was having only this 3 data. Now let me run this code again. Now we'll find the all data. This is the benefit of working with collection. So see, no size declaration, nothing is required. Now what we can do, we can get the data with the help of objects. If you want to use constructor, so instead of this setter method, you can use constructor as well. That is totally dependent on your choices. How we can work with a constructor? Let me show you. Control Z. Okay, right click, source. We have this generate getter and setter. Now what I did, I don't want setter method. I only want the getter methods. Okay, for this address, for mobile, and for this name on generate. So getter is there, but still, how you are going to set the data? Right click source. Do we have anything constructor? Yes, we have constructor using field. Which field you required? If you want ID, you can go with ID. Again, I'm telling you, I was not using ID. So I can click on that, generate. Now we'll get this thing. So what is the benefit of this line? Even mobile is not required. One second. Let me remove this mobile because we are not fetching mobile. All right. Okay. Now, see there we are having line, of course, because this is not a constructor. Okay, we do not have default constructor in our code. So what we can do there, instead of this control space, so it is giving us two things, null num. So what I can do, there I'm having the data. Let me copy this data and paste it there. And again, let me copy this data and paste it there. Because it is looking for a string type. We don't have setter method, that's why we are getting error in this one. Now let me remove this code and let me run this. Same output. So if you want to work with a constructor related approach, so you can use your constructor. See, I'm showing two fields only. If you want to show all the fields, what you can do? Just do that. So that's it about the constructor using, the collection using models. That's it, guys. Thank you.